Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company of Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're going to have a 1v1 on Pripyat Winter Battlefield. Our heroes today are going to be Sir Muffin, playing for the Germans, and Gilgamesh DG, playing for the Soviets. So right off the bat, we see Gilgamesh getting a conscript squad, nothing unusual there, and we see Sir Muffin building Tier 1 for the Germans, so nothing different there, and building a Grenadier squad from Tier 1. So we got Pripyat Winter Battlefield. This one is the obviously winter version, and it has all three victory points right in the middle, and they are surrounded by a watchtower. Watchtower is a, I guess, unique, at least so far. I'm not sure if there's any other maps that have it. At least for the 1v1 maps, it is a unique type of capturing point where you have increased line of sight when you capture this, and it's also a garrisonable building, which is essentially indestructible. Your units inside will die, but the building itself will never be demolished, so it is something to keep in mind. Aside from that, we also have another pair of unique-ish points. These are vehicle repair facilities. By capturing these points, as we'll see right here, being done by Mr. Muffin, Sir Muffin, you're gonna get, I believe, 4 or 5 pioneers or engineers, depending on the side that captures it. Let's see how many they are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so yeah, it's basically a squad, but it's a squad of dedicated repair units. They're not gonna fight. So if you bring one of your vehicles nearby, they're going to run off. You don't have to be right on top of it. They actually do have some range. So they'll run off and create repairs for you, which allows you to have your other units, including your pioneers or engineers, off on the field doing something else, including, well, fighting. Obviously, you can add it on top of these to repair even faster, but it is a dedicated repair point which you can use to simply maneuver your vehicles. Vehicle gets damaged, just click it, on the map, send it over here, and you're sure that they're going to get repaired instead of having to manually click on the vehicle. Anyway, up in the north, we do see an engagement by conscripts and grenadiers. The grenadiers run to take cover behind a tree, while the conscripts are capturing the point near a toasty fire and behind medium cover. So they are probably going to win this if the grenadiers stay there. Conscripts are going to win this fight, so they're going to go ahead and just move out, probably go for this point. Or actually, they just move to get an actual decent set of medium cover, yellow cover. So they're just going to duke it out here at range until somebody else comes and changes the balance. They are pretty evenly matched, even though the units per unit is stronger. On the grenadiers, there are only 4 grenadiers, as opposed to 5 conscripts. So as we see, 1 conscript went down because the grenadiers themselves are stronger, but per unit, per unit they're stronger with the grenadiers, but they have less units than the conscripts. So we'll leave them there and check on them later on. We do see a grenadier squad going for the middle. No, they actually were going for the victory point, but they backed off. I guess they saw they were being capped. And yeah, nothing changes there. We do see, in fact, though, that the conscripts have ended up losing 2 units so far, while the grenadiers have not lost any, at which point they are at a disadvantage. So Gilgamesh decides to move them off, send them off to capture more points, which means that the grenadiers are going to have to move out to do something else. In the middle, we do see the grenadiers in the garrison watchtower, and the conscripts just moved up right in front of them. One of them got shot in the face right there and is currently dead. Down south we see, down south we see the fuel point being captured by Sir Muffin. But we do see a conscript squad that got itself behind lines and is currently decapping the munitions point for the German player. Other than that, we do see, I'm not sure if this was intentional. Gilgamesh started building tier 2. Oh, sorry, I'm stupid. Never mind. Gilgamesh built tier 2 and is now building a Maxim machine gun from it, which is gonna be rather helpful. So, considering that he went 3 conscript squads into support weapons, there's a big possibility that we don't see hit the dirt. But, well, it is there, so it's not not out of the realm of possibility. But anyways, we do see the conscript squad that got taken down. A 4-man squad ended up just circling around, decapping this point, and is currently going to decap this point, meaning that it's going to completely cut off the German from its field presence. This point is now taken, which actually does the job before this one. And yeah, Sir Muffin is currently completely cut off of the map. He only has his original base point, and that's it. No additional income. Munitions down to 6 per minute, and fuel down to 4, as opposed to 42 by Gilgamesh and 26. Damn, that is quite painful. So he moves in to cap this point, but capping this point is still not gonna get him his territory. This is not gonna be connected yet. Anyways, up north we do see the Maxim squad getting grenaded by a pair of grenadiers. 2 men go down, but the Maxim machine gun continues firing and takes down one of the grenadiers and leaves the other suppressed, crawling to the woods to try to get out of the firing range. The grenadiers ended up capturing this strategic point again, but like I mentioned earlier, it's not actually connecting. You do need to have either this position or this position to get a supply route. So currently, Sir Muffin is still completely cut off. Up north, the Maxim machine gun did move into range of... Ow, that was a nice nade. Fortunately for the Maxim machine gun, the Germans decided to retreat before the nade landed, and they are now going to be retreating down to 1 man. He is moon crouching with that machine gun. Anyways, down in the victory point near the German base, we do see an engagement, but he also managed to get them to retreat. So it's actually looking pretty grim for the German player. He has more, I guess, units you could say, including a Mordor, but he is currently cut off from the map, and every minute you spend like that, that is a lot of manpower. Well, not manpower, but munitions and fuel that you are not getting. So, yeah. Anyways, we do see that he's currently capturing this point now, which is going to allow him to reconnect all his positions, but he doesn't have neither the fuel nor the munitions on his side of the map, which is, well, still going to be bad for him. Usually this map, at least in the summer version, you see it cut by the river because, well, units can't really cross the river easily. They can cross from these points, but they do cross at a very slow rate. So usually you see the engagements in the middle through these bridges. But the winter version has the river completely frozen over, so you can actually traverse it from wherever angle you want, meaning that it's a little bit more open. However, you do have to be careful with the ice because explosions do create holes in the ice, which your units can fall through, including your tanks. So be careful when you cross that. Anyways, in the center, we do see the Maxim machine gun with a combat engineer as support moving into the middle to get this cap. It is going to set up and start shooting at the machine gun, which is currently garrisoning the watchtower, but it does provide defense. You can see there that yellow shield, so it means it's a current yellow defense. The engineers are now pinned, which means they're not going to be able to finish the cap, but considering that both points are decapped, it shouldn't be a problem that much. He's still going to be being ticked down because the German player has 1 point, but it's a very slow rate of tick down, so pretty negligible. We do see a pair of conscripts, not a pair, a squad of conscripts down at the south capturing the fuel point, which is going to make it so that these engineers take even longer to cap it. And we do see now the Soviet player Gilgamesh being cut off by grenadiers. The Maxim squad is currently pinned down, but like we know, the Maxim itself is going to keep shooting. However, it is not currently aiming at anybody, so it's not going to shoot anything. So it's not really doing anything. He needs to get out of there. This conscript squad is going to finish the cap, but the Mordor is going to do a quick work off his machine gun, so he needs to get out of there relatively quick. He does get the cap, which is going to make it so that points stop ticking in either way, which is good. It's going to prolong the game and allow him to get more of a position. Now we do see a tank for Gilgamesh. It is about to hit the field. He teched up to tier 3, and it is a T-70. T-70s are going to be relatively good, not relatively, but rather good against infantry. The only counters that he can do right now is either getting Shreks on the Panzer Grenadiers, which he did, but they are currently being retreated, and Panzerfausting with his grenadiers. We do see, though, that Sir Muffin anticipated vehicles coming onto the field and got himself an AT gun, Pack 40, which is probably going to head somewhere around the center, which is usually where most of the fighting is centered, in the center. So we'll see how effective this T-70 is. We do see an AT gun being produced by Gilgamesh, which is going to hit the field in a little bit now. It is a preemptive one. He hasn't seen any vehicles, but, well, generally speaking, it's not a bad idea to get one if you can afford it. If you have other things you can get, it's probably a good idea to wait until you can see that vehicle. You can always delay a vehicle with 18-8s and the threat of having an AT gun because, well, he can't see your base and he doesn't know exactly what he's doing, right? Anyways, let's see. That T-70 is currently going through the middle, and the Pack 40 is going to the middle. This is gonna, kill these guys relatively quickly, but if he is not careful, that pack only needs a couple shots to get the T-70 down. It's currently set up, and it's currently in range. One shot goes, it misses. If you keep going, no, don't stay there. Uh-oh. It's not currently in the line of... it's shot blocked by that wall. He moves it, and... shot goes off. No? Wow, that is... no, there it goes. One shot goes down to half health. He needs to get out of there now. He's exposing his ass, and there we go. T-70 down. That is one, well, badly spent T-70. Oh well. So that Pack 40 basically got tier 1, not tier 1, Vet 1 from getting that kill. I was mentioning earlier that the AT gun for the Soviets is not a bad idea, even if you don't see vehicles, because you can use the ability to do a artillery barrage. It does cost 60 munitions, so it's not, something to squander on, but you can move it, like for example here, to try to lob some munitions at the watchtower, get that machine gun out of there. In any case, we do see a strong infantry force moving out for Sir Muffin. It's going currently to the center. The machine gun is currently trying to retreat, but it is being packed up and he's burning. He does manage to get out of there, so that is one lucky machine gun. We do see a conscript squad being engaged by both Panzer Grenadiers and Grenadiers. He needs to get out of there because he's not going to be able to do much. Maybe lob a grenade, well, Molotov, but nope. Maxim machine gun moving into range to be able to fire on these infantry, but the arch is a lot smaller in Maxim machine guns than MG42s. So usually it's a lot better to have it at range. Ooh, 2 grenades go down. One man is down, but Maxim machine gun is still there. The gunner was the one that was killed, so it's not firing. There we go. And it starts firing into those grenadiers. They are in medium cover, but they should start getting suppressed, and there they go. They have to hit the ground, and these conscripts should be able to maybe lob a Molotov. Is he going to do it? No, he ends up retreating. Well, there were two squads here, so he's going to retreat his entire forces. He's got a conscript squad up here that could have helped, but is currently just at the victory point defending it. It's moving out now. Well, could have used it a little bit earlier, but that's fine. We've got a second conscript squad up north getting the munitions. Probably going to move either to support or cap this point. Usually you just queue up your caps and let them do their stuff until you need that squad. This, I know this is not anti-infantry. Well, actually, I'll take it back. Well, actually, he's doing it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you could use it to provide support fire. You do get some occasional lucky shots, which will take down infantry. And if you use the ability, like right now, that's going to do a lot of damage if he doesn't move it. And yeah, thankfully he moves it, so he's going to be fine. Also in the south we see a combat engineer squad with flamethrowers just going out and decapping the German player because he's currently focusing in the middle point. So let's see here, we have a Panzer Grenadier and the Pios going for the south. They're going to try to recap their territory, while we see the major engagement up in the north. What is the German player doing? He has... that is tier 3. Tier 2. Man, I gotta learn the tiers for the for the German players. But basically, he built a tier to be able to get half tracks or scout cars and the Pack 40, which we know because he already has a pack on the field. Other than that, he really isn't getting anything. You would have expected maybe a half track since he has the ability to build it, but no. He just got the Panzer IV. Anyways, we do see that a squad went down. Which one was that? I think it was the combat engineers that were down south. Yeah, they were capping this. They exploded their flamethrower, and well, are currently dying. These guys are going to take a little bit damage running through the flames, but not, not that much. They are down to 2 men, so they do have to be careful. They do have significantly reduced anti-infantry capability because they have Panzer Shreks, and since they have 2 and only 2 men, that means no Stormgewehren. Anyways, we see conscripts capping the middle. As far as presence on the field, the German player retreated completely to reinforce. He could have benefited from a bunker with medics to be able to get his squads, healed up, but well, he didn't go for that. We do see the heavy Panzer Corps though. That should be tier 4, which allows him to get Storm Panzer IV assault gun, the Panthers, and Panzerwerfer's rocket launchers. So we'll see what he goes for. Nothing so far. He just built the building, and he does have 122 fuel, but he needs manpower. He's at 200 manpower now. Anyways, in the center we see another engagement. 2 conscript squads going up against 2 grenadier squads. Grenadier squads do have a machine guns, so they should win. However, Molotovs do deny them of the cover, which means that they are going to be hurting. Down to 2 men on one and 3 on the other. Yeah, if he focus fires that one, they should be able to take it out. Down to 1 man. He needs to get out of there because that is a Vet 2 Grenadier squad. He does hit retreat, and he should be able to get out of there quite safely. A Maxim machine gun is currently getting pelted in the watchtower, down to 1 man, but it is providing support fire for the conscript squads, which are currently going to be flanking this mortar squad. The machine gun MG42 is not currently set up. It's setting up and should be able to pin these 2 squads. Unless he can get a... he tries to run for it, but he gets pinned. If he can use this squad to lob a Molotov. Down to 2 man. Get him out of there. Pinned. Down to 1. Get out of there now. There you go. Molotov goes out, but that conscripts go down. We do see shock troops on the field now for Gilgamesh. Currently just hitting the field. These guys are equipped with PPSHs, so they are very good at killing infantry. So we're going to see these guys used to good effect against those... oh my god, we see a T-34 on the field already. I missed that. So that T-34 is pretty much unopposed. There's only a pack on the field. We do see the Panzer Grenadiers with Treks, so those are going to help out. So he can't really just go up and rush, but that T-34 is going to give him a lot of staying power on the field. It's going to be very difficult to get him out of there. And we do see him, well, no, he didn't triple cap. He has a squad right here on the ice. It's currently being frozen. He needs to move them out of there, otherwise they're going to start freezing. There's a nice campfire right there. Yeah, look. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, that looks a lot warmer. So he's going to start triple capping Sir Muffin and start taking him down. We currently see 360 for Gilgamesh, 420 for Sir Muffin. So he still has the lead in victory points, so he should be relatively comfortable. He can sit back and potentially get a Panther from this. We don't see anything being produced just yet, but yeah, I mean, potentially a Panther could come out. Down south, we see Conscript Squad, which is down to 4 men, checking out a complete, I don't know what you would call this, battalion of infantry. We see 3 Grenadier squads, a Panzer Grenadier, and a Mortar going down south. So they're going in force to cap this point. Even the AT gun is down there. He wants to make sure that he can cap all his points, get his fuel, get his munitions back, because he doesn't have a very good income compared to the Soviet player. 37 to 58 in munitions, 19 to 32 in fuel. So, yeah. We do see a squad, what is this? Sorry. A Pio squad up north was trying to cap the fuel. He did manage to decap, but wow. Well, the shock troops went up there. They did take a lot of damage, but the Pios are down to 1 man. He should be able to get that kill on it. There we go. Wow, those shock troops took a lot of damage, and a flamethrower was actually dropped. This could be really useful. He can get it on one of his Vet 2 conscripts, and he's going to do a lot of damage with that. I don't know if the shock troops can actually pick it up, can they? Oh, they can. Wow. Shock troops with flamethrower. Sorry about that, guys. Computer crashed, so I had to restart the recording. Anyways, I was saying that the shock troops with flamethrowers, wow, those are gonna be deadly. I haven't actually seen that combo before, so it's gonna be quite interesting to see, you know, a squad of shock troops with a flamethrower. That's gonna rip through infantry. Anyways, well, let's see here. The south has been pretty much completely captured by Sir Muffin. Let's see what else. Sorry, got a little bit lost because, like I mentioned, the the computer crashed unfortunately, and it threw me off. I had to recover the recording then anyways. And wow, we see an KV-8 heavy flamethrower tank on the field for Gilgamesh. That, paired with his T-34, gives him pretty much all the armor he needs on the field. We do see a Panzer IV coming in the south. Oh, wait, sorry about that. That's a Panther. Ooh, so Panther against a heavy flamethrower tank. It's going to be interesting, although we can clearly see that it's probably going to win, considering that the Panzer Shreks are doing a number on this tank. So we do see a pair of conscripts and engineers going down south to assist the flamethrower tank, but is now currently getting shot by that Panther and should be pursued. I don't see why he's not pursuing it, but oh well. These guys are gonna tangle with the Panzer Grenadiers and Grenadiers. They do... Did he? Oh, okay. I think the... Yeah, I think a flamethrower blew up. I don't think he Molotoved himself. But anyways, we do see the Panther move out, and that flamethrower tank goes down. So, unfortunately, that didn't have a long lifespan. In the middle, we do see the T-34 going for a flank, but that AT gun did move to intercept. It does get around it, so if he can get a shot, there it goes. AT gun down, so that machine gun needs to get out of there, otherwise it's going to get killed. Down by the base, we do see a Bet-2 conscript squad cutting off the German player from his critical resources, including the fuel. And the Panther did get probably 18-aided, I'm not sure, but it did get engine damage and a little bit of damage on it, so it is going to be retreating, but it cannot get to this guy on time because, well, it's currently engine damage and it's going to take a while to get there. And the machine gun goes down, so those are two heavy weapons on the field for the Soviet to take. That AT gun would come in very handily, considering that there is a Panther on the field. Now, the conscript squad is going for the fuel point. It's not currently aware that these grenadiers are here. The Panther is going along the river, was probably trying to intercept that T-34, but the T-34 is now going for the grenadiers. Probably going to get a Faust on the face, getting it slowed down on the engine, and even potentially killed. No, he does manage to back off before he gets in range of the Panzerfaust. But let's see, are they ever going to make it out? He's currently trying to chase it, essentially. That Panther is in an intercept path. Ooh, he's going to cross right in front of the Panther. And he tries to ram it, but the ram fails. It whiffs it, and there he goes. Boom. That's a good option or decision, really, because that T-34 was heavily damaged. So this Panzer is now out of a weapon and relatively heavily damaged. So the AT gun that was around here, what happened to it? It is currently trying to chase it down the river. Oh well. Hopefully he can get some repairs on this before he gets killed, but it is rather unlikely because he's on his side of the map. This shock troops with flamethrower should be able to get rid of this. Yeah, look at that flamethrower. Wow. Although the flamethrower explodes and now these shock troops are dying. Wow, that was unfortunate. I would have liked to seen how much damage they could have done with that flamethrower. Only one burst of it ended up killing a guy there, but well. We do see the MG-42 being recruited by the Soviets and being turned around against the Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers hit the dirt because they are being pinned. And these conscripts can actually move on top of them once they get pinned because they're not going to be able to shoot. There you go. T-34 is still disabled, hasn't been able to be taken out. There is the Panther still here. It's going to be able to get repaired if he moves into range of this repair point. Not sure if he's taking it back to his base or if he knows about the repair point, but yeah. We do see a T-34 hitting the field to replace this one. I'm hoping that he will try to get it repaired, although his engineers are currently down south. If he can move him through here, maybe try to get repairs on it, he might be able to recover it. I think he has given up on it, though, because he is not... No, there he goes. Yeah, he decided, you know what? It's still alive. Let's give it the good old college try and see if we can get it repaired. The Panzer decided to move off of range of the repair guys, and they die instantly. There you go. Look at that. A pile of guys just lying on top of each other. One of them fell into the fire and is being cooked alive. Oh my god. The humanity. Anyways, we see the Pioneers moving up to repair that Panther, which is going to be out of commission for a little while. And we do see a strafing run going down. Not sure where it was called. Well, circling around. I don't have experience with the strafing run to know if it actually shoots things you can't see. Well, I guess not really a problem. Anyways, we do see the tank trying to roll over and successfully rolling over one of the conscripts. The conscripts did get the cap off of this point, which doesn't really help much because he currently owns these points. But I guess that's another thing to cap. We do see an incendiary barrage going down on that point itself because he saw all the infantry there, but they just keep on walking by and are soon out of trouble. They are going to cap this point back in their favor, and there he goes. Now the Soviet repair crew now dies, and he's going to get that capped with the Pioneers. Should be able to get that tank back on the field in, well, I'm not going to say no time, but in some time. This T-34 is getting relatively near repairs, so hopefully he'll be able to get it back. There he goes. And, yeah. If he does that, he'll be able to have 2 tanks on the field, which should be able to keep that Panther at bay. Panther can pretty much just walk up to the T-34s without any care because, well, it's going to kill him. We see the shock troops back on the field with 5 kills only, nearing Ved 1, which is going to give him the tripwire. Not much there, but, well, I mean, veterancy is veterancy. He does need to get him in the fire, yeah, otherwise they're going to freeze to death. There we go, nice and toasty. And he should probably use them to cap this, maybe. We do see a mortar hitting the field, which is going to be able to provide even more firepower here. He could probably use one of his squads, maybe the MG42 that was recruit, which is currently hitting the field again. Probably garrisoning it in the tower there, just to have some presence. And there we go. That T-34 managed to get repaired. Gun is back up to functioning, and the engine is nice and purring. So yeah, 2 tanks. We do see the Panther moving up to the middle. He's probably gonna head straight into these guys, which is dangerous if he's not supported because he can simply get rammed and circle strafed. He does decide to back off because he doesn't like it being in his end, although he does go forward. He's gonna go for the ram and straight on. So damaged engine, destroyed main gun. Well, not sure what he accomplished with that. Personally, since he has 2 tanks, I would have used this tank to get behind this and start laying some damage on it. I guess maybe he's afraid that there's going to be an AT gun or some Panzer Shreks there, but, well, I mean, if you're going to go ahead and ram, you shouldn't really sacrifice your tank completely. Anyways, we do see that the MG42 was garrisoned in this building, which is going to start shooting at these guys. We have a Maxim machine gun on the field, but that one is currently covering the fuel with the shock troops up there. They could use these guys down here, but I guess that's fine. Sorry, guys. The MG42 did get cleared out. I think it was still in the building, so nobody's going to be able to pick it up again. Conscript's down to 2 men and 5. This one's down to 1 guy. He should get him out of there. No sense in losing squads. Panzer Shreks of the Panzer Grenadiers are down to 1 man. Manages to get out of there, and the conscripts get out too. Okay, the T-34 is still down here, getting shot at by these Grenadiers. I think they're fausting him as often as they can just to get some shots off. This Panther is gonna get shot at by... No? Well, the conscripts were going for it, but I guess they decided to change course and get these... the fuel point, sorry. We do see the T-34 moving in, trying to get some armor support in there. but he is ignoring the south. He does have to only focus on the victory points at this point, though, because he has an opponent down to 80 points. He doesn't have to, but it is a good idea, that is, because it's going to put more pressure on the opponent because he has 360 points to his name. The Panther is now fully repaired. He should be able to move it out, take care of this T-34, make sure it doesn't become a threat later on. We do see the T-34 up in the north, or middle, that is, killing the pack gun that was here. Decided not to recruit it himself. And there we go. Panther moves up, destroys that disabled T-34, and now only one T-34 is on the field. We do see two AT guns on the field, though, which should be able to keep that Panther 4 out of his way. The T-34 is currently being shot at point blank by that Panther. If you're going to lose it, might as well ram it right in front of him. Get your AT guns there to, well, he's trying to save that T-34. I guess that's an option, but I don't think he's going to be able to make it out. Just ram him. Back him off and ram him. No, you're going to lose him. Oh, no. Get him. There you go. So he rams it, gets destroyed, but he managed to take the gun down and the engine damage. You just need to move these guys down here. Pops the smoke just to get cover, and he's going to retreat back to get repaired. That's a good usage of these repair station, those, I gotta say, so good job on that, Sir Muffin. If your tanks get damaged, just put him down to the south, get some repairs, and back into the field pretty quick. Okay, so the Soviet player is currently building, I guess, another T-34. Yeah, T-34, since he lost both of them. He does control all 3 victory points, and enemies down to 20 points, so unless he caps, there you go, he's starting to cap. He needs to go heavily on the caps, otherwise this is game over for Sir Muffin. He's going for the middle, but the middle doesn't really do anything for you. Middle is just the watchtower. You need to get the victory points, head him up north. You can't really go for this one because this is closest to his base and it's easier for him to defend. But he's capping that point. He's down to 4 points. Come on. No, he's not going to make it. That's going to be game over. And there you go. Ticked off. And that's it, guys. Sir Muffin was defeated by Gilgamesh. It was a very good usage of Tier 2, Tier 3. Pretty good play by both players, I gotta say. I especially loved the usage of the repair station by Sir Muffin, getting his Panther back on the field as soon as possible. You didn't see the same from Gilgamesh, although, to be fair, he did have his units on, you know, the enemy side of the map more often than not, or at least across the river. So it's a very, you know, a further path to get the repair point up here. But yeah, I mean, that was a pretty good usage of that. We saw Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 4, so we didn't see Panzer Force or anything, so that's, I guess, a little bit of nice to see, a little bit of a different tactic instead of going for the Panzer Force. But yeah, anyways, if you have any positive or negative comments, guys, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email. I'll link it in the description below. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.